Hello, welcome to another episode of Now You See Me. My name is Jeannette Jones and I'm your host. Well, up until now, all of our guests have been beautifully bald because of circumstances. Today's guest is bodaciously bald by choice. Welcome to the show, everybody. Miss Vanessa Brown.
Hi, how y'all doing? Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Well, as you see, we are live and in person. Normally,
Yes.
I'm online
The
with
best
somebody.
way.
We are on, but she is right here in my neck of the woods, everybody. So, really, Vanessa, what brought you over across this water, as people say?
Wow. Okay, so across the water, I didn't want to come, first of all. Let me say that. Did not want to come. But my husband, Paul C. Brown Jr., he got enlisted in the military. Our first duty station was Fort Stewart, Georgia. And then he came home and told us one day that we were going to Germany. I cried, did not want to come. I told him after the first 3 years that you were going to take me and my children back home to Germany. To the United States. And look, it's almost 24 years later.
24 years
and
later.
I'm still here.
You still here. You still here. So I know you've grown leaps and bounds.
Yes.
And career-wise.
Yes.
Tell everybody what you're doing.
So currently I am currently I'm a teacher at Simbach Elementary School teaching 3rd grade. I've been with DOS now for 27 years. I've been teaching 30 years, but been with DOS for 27 years.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow. That's
yes.
awesome.
Long time.
That's a long time.
It
That's
is.
a long time. And I was telling Vanessa at some point that, I'd see her here and there. And the first time I saw her was when I had visited your church.
Yes.
And she and her husband were singing and beautifully worshiping. And I was like, I was in awe then. I was sold in. I was sold in. And then you just kind of see her here and there in spots along the on the base or outside of the base. And she's always had this phenomenal presence. She's always been Vanessa's here.
You see me, right?
You see me. And it's just that confidence. It's just that confidence that that kind of draws people.
Yeah.
In the friendliness and the loving and the godliness that's inside of her that draws people. And so when you think about her being just beautiful, period, I just wonder what prompted you to shave it all off, to do the big chop, so to speak.
Well, I, once again, did not want to do it. Okay. But I was kind of told that I was going to do it. So I have a daughter that's 36. Her name is Destiny Busky, and she lives in the States, and she's kind of a fashionista in herself. So she keeps me with the trends and the fashions and the what not to do, what to wear, what not to wear. So I was wearing a big afro. You can probably say Pam Grier.
Yeah.
Big afro for about 10 years, right?
Yeah.
So she calls me, and her and my husband Paul have already had this conversation about what my new hairstyle was going to be. So she calls me and she tells me that, Mom, 10 years is too long to have one hairstyle. I know you cute. I know you think you cute. Your friends think you're cute. But we need to do something with that 10-year afro. And I'm like, Des, okay, what? She says, you going bald. I said, no, ma'am. I said, no, ma'am. She said, yes, you are. Me and Pop have already talked about it, which is my husband, Paul. He will cut a little bit of your afro every month. You go on YouTube, you find out how to wrap your hair, the nice big head wraps. And then when you come home to see me and the twins in July, you're going to be your final chop. And I said, no, Des, I'm not doing anything. Yes. And Pop is for it. So my husband's a barber by trade, so he was in on it. So he agreed, and so I've done it. And it's been, 8 years now.
Wow.
And not going back.
Wow.
My ultimate goal, Black Panther. Can't you see me in it? Okay, Princess Jabubu. Come on. Can't you see it? Come on.
I can see it though.
Yeah, you can see it?
But I can see Woman King too.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Woman King too.
Yeah.
Right. Get your
Strength.
Yeah, get your strength.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the ultimate goal. All right. But yeah, not going back. And so I just love it. I really do. I just really love it. So
Yeah. But you know what? Anytime we make that kind of a transition in life, there's always something that we feel we've lost.
Yeah,
But
in a sense.
Yeah, in a sense. And it's always something where we felt like we gained something too.
Yeah.
So tell us about your losses and your gains.
Well, you know what? I really, to think about it, I don't really think I had any losses. Simply because when I was a little girl, I never really had a lot of hair anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I had a sister whose hair was flowing. And then me, on the other hand, cute little girl, no hair though. And my mom was a hairdresser, and so she would put all these bows and ribbons on my hair.
Oh yeah.
Horrible. Okay? Horrible. I love you, Mom.
Yeah.
Horrible. So you saw more ribbon than you saw hair. Okay?
I know.
So I never really,
I know.
Right. I never really had a lot of hair. But always when I got older, always really had it styled really nice. And then when I go over here to Germany, I had this phenomenal lady. Her name is Igis. She's from Kenya, and she just really started helping me manage my afro, and it grew to be huge. So I don't know if it was really a loss though. I mean, because I never had any from the beginning, but my afro was really huge though for 10 years. It really was.
Okay.
So I don't know if I was thinking about if people were think I was sick, you know, because all of a sudden you just tremendous transition, tremendous change.
Right.
Why did she do that? You know, so I really don't know. Lost.
But you're beautiful though.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, so, but gaining, I've always had confidence. So it's just, I guess just really seeing my beauty. My daughter always says that, Mom, you have the head shape, you have the face, you have whatever. So maybe just that, just people just seeing my natural beauty for what it is. You know?
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
But yes, actually I do, because it's like a stepping stone. I know when
It
I cut
is.
mine, it's
Yeah.
like I felt a freedom that I hadn't had before.
That's right. See?
And it was just now, basically like the show says, now you see me.
Now you see me.
And so with that, I found also that things started coming to me and doors started opening just by me doing that simple act of obedience.
Yes, you see.
That simple act of obedience.
Yeah.
And so I have moved to areas that I didn't think that I'd ever move to, that were not even on my radar.
Right.
So is that the same for you? Are there some new things, or have there been new things that kind of just moved into your path that were extremely unexpected?
I do get a good bit of women hitting me up about how I maintain, or like the confidence, and does it bother you that people look at you and you don't have it, you know? So maybe that, just empowering women or giving them the resources, not necessarily because I can't empower anybody, but I can help them along the way and give them resources. But you know, just maybe just being available and vulnerable and transparent to other women, just about you know this.
Yeah. Now there are some days that I kind of miss. You know, the long flowing, my braids, my micros, and things of that nature. Do you have those moments where you just want to put? You don't. You don't want to put that wig on.
No.
You don't want to do the Diana Ross.
No. You know, I did. I do have a picture, and I look totally like somebody else.
Really?
I did. I put one. I was in the States with my daughter, my grandbabies, and I put on one of her wigs, and I looked totally like, who is that? And I sent the picture to Paul. He was like, babe, no. I'm serious. He's like, no.
That's not it.
It was long floor, you know, Indian. I just put it on. We were at Great Wolf Lodge, and I just put it on in the hotel room, and I took a picture. He's like, I don't think so.
Oh,
see, you know, I don't know. You know, maybe you know, the days I probably do miss is when it's really cold outside.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
it's really cold out.
Yeah.
Because I can't do the, and so you never really see my hair in the wintertime.
It's cold.
It's cold. It's good.
Now I will admit that layer is not
You do
there.
is not there, right? So so I really do. Not really though. I mean, and everybody's doing it for whatever reason now. So I was one of the first, I guess.
Yes, you were one of the
one
first.
of the
Yeah,
first.
and it's mostly for our generation too.
Exactly.
The younger people,
Yeah.
it was no big deal.
It's no big deal, right?
Our
Us,
generation, because hair was everything.
Everything, that's
Between
right.
the curling irons and
everything, yeah.
the wigs and all the barrettes, like you were talking about, we had to get it right.
Yeah.
It had to be straight. It
You
had
see?
to be in place, and so hair was a major emphasis of the outfit.
That's right.
It's major
That's
emphasis
right.
of the
So,
outfit. So, career-wise, was it a great choice you being over here? Because it seems like
Yes, I think so. At first, like I said, it wasn't. But yeah, I have really utilized all the resources and avenues that Dodds has opened up to me as far as getting my master's, my EDS through National Louis University that they used. So I did that, and just the travel and just being over here and the quality of life and raising my family over here. Yeah. So
Yeah, I know. When I got here, I'm like, this is the biggest kept secret.
Right. And at first I didn't think so, but like you said, look at me.
Yeah.
Since 99 and it's 2000 and what?
It's
Almost 23.
20 something years.
You
girl.
see, yeah. I'm telling you, Paul will tell you, my husband will tell you, I cry. I could not. On a connecting flight, I'm crying. I didn't want him to talk to me. And then we lived on PHV in Heidelberg on the 3rd floor.
Oh.
Okay, the housing wasn't renovated at the time, so it was horrible, no air condition. And we had experienced one of the hottest summers in 2000, I think. Oh my God, it was horrible. I wanted to leave. He said, okay, first 2 years. I said, you take me and look at me.
Right here. Flourishing. Phenomenal.
He's out of the military. NGS. I mean, come on. Right. So yeah,
what's next for you? What are you?
Wow. So in June 2023, I'm retiring from Dodea. 30 years. I'm moving to San Antonio. We'll be starting my own Christian Academy. A journey to a better education. So I'm retiring from Dodge, but then moving into my season, I believe.
Yes.
The season. Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a big change. I believe even a cultural change for us, but what's for me is for me. I believe that. And I believe that all the steps have been ordered because, everything is working out and getting people that wants to work at my school now. The partnerships I'm making and just everything. So I know it's God. Yeah. It's time. It's time.
Wow.
It's time.
Wow.
I know, isn't that something?
That is something.
I told them, yes, I
something.
want to retire. You are eligible. You can retire, and I need you out of country by June 30th. Like what?
Yeah.
You don't even give me.
No,
they don't give you. No, you got to be out.
Get out.
You get out. Oh my God! Not like okay, you can leave when you want to do it. No. So yeah, I'm excited.
I'm glad.
I'm excited.
So glad. So that you just it was like a step by step. It seems like
yes.
It was a step by step with you resisting, and then after you got
you
acclimated to it,
right.
and then once you did, you elevated, you elevated, not only in the natural but in the spirit.
In the spiritual, that's right.
And
sure did.
You're just here now, being the confident woman that many people would love to become and just glean from.
Yeah.
I know you said that you're not an influencer or whatever, but I think that maybe you have this monumental amount of wisdom to give to people who are coming up and even people our age.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get an epiphany until a few years back.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I was like, if I had known then what I know now.
What you know now. Exactly.
And so let's say we got some people out there, 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever. What can you say to them? What seed can you plant in them?
Wow.
Your biggest epiphany up until this point. Your center.
Right. Just really be who you are and be confident in who you are and know who you are and whose you are. And I think that having God first in everything, that's where it is. And you got to have that foundation. And I believe that a lot of people also ask, well, how are you so confident? You know, I don't have a big head. I'm not aggressive. I'm assertive. I'm not loud. I'm expressive. It's a difference, right? So I was learned. That was some learned behavior. So I have an aunt, Clarissa Steedley, who from the womb mentored me. I always tell people this story. I mean, because I didn't have it. I was a teen mom. So horrible circumstances. You know, society looks at you differently when you have a baby out of wedlock. And I was treated poorly, even in school. They told me, "Oh, just go ahead, don't just get on welfare, just you know, live in a trailer. You know, you're not going to school. You know, so those things." So, but she taught, it's not as long as it has been, Vanessa. It's not as long as it has been. You can do this, and she did not praise me. That's another thing. She didn't praise me because you're doing what you're supposed to do. You taking care of destiny. It's what you're supposed to do. Okay, you getting good. So and then she put things in perspective for me as far as my priorities, because I always wanted to be a hairdresser like my mom. So I applied for Dudley in Atlanta. She was like, "Really? But you have a baby. That's not what you're gonna do. You're going to go to South Carolina State University, which was a block from my grandmother's house. We lived in the projects. It was a block from my grandmother's house. And you're going to major in education." Well, I'm crying in the registration line. I promise you. The people ask me, "Is it?" I'm just crying and screaming, "Oh, I don't want to do." Yeah, she said that because it'll be a better life for you and Des. You can be educate children and also be actively involved in Destiny's life. You know, you get paid decent money, you get your summers off, or you can invest in her. So I'm telling you, so it wasn't, you know, like I wasn't a golden child. This is what no. And then when I got in college, I thought, well, you know, maybe I'll just dance, because I was a dancer at a young age, dance and just travel the world and have a boyfriend. I know. I've been married to my loving husband for 29 years. We've been together for 31. I met him at South Carolina State University, HBCC. So God has a way of doing things, but so that she instilled, and to this very day, she's still my mentor. To this very day, I call her, she just pours into me. So I believe in just having, and then surrounding yourself with people that, you know, let me rub on you, get some of that anointing. Let me just rub, you know, I'm serious. Okay, iron sharpens iron. I'm serious. So you can't be around people that drain you. I've learned that. And so I'm a life coach as well. So I do a session on who you allow on your bus. Your bus is an analogy of yourself. Right. So you're in control of your bus. So whoever gets on your bus, you have control of that. So if you have a negative person that wants to climb up on your bus, guess what? You have the right to say no. You don't stop for anybody who does not have the same mindset, goals, values that you have. People on your bus should be about you. You know what I'm saying? So just really surround yourself with people that are of substance. And that's what we've done. Even in my marriage, we have done the same thing. Just surround yourself with, you know, good people. Yes, good people. You know, I'm serious. You have to. And people that are feed into you, and people that believe in you and believe in your goal and your vision. You know, and because green don't look good on you, boo. Yeah. You see? Yeah. You don't need people, you know. That green. That's going to be yes for you. That's right. You don't need a yes. And then behind your back. Yes. You see? Yeah. So you need people that are going to believe in you and cheer you on and bless God for you and praise God for you. And then, you know, then your blessings come. Yes. You see? So, I mean, that's just, and it's a work in process. I'm not perfect. I'm still working on, like I said, my aunt still mentors me to this very day. And I'm a life coach. And she still mentors me. So a life coach needs a life coach. So she is my life coach. I was going to say that. We still need coaching. We still need coaching. I'm serious. I still need, when things that are just, I just cannot seem to break through or get a breakthrough, I call her. She sets it straight. Wow. She sets it to this very day. So, I mean, I think just surround yourself with good quality people that are of substance, people that you can yearn from, people that you can learn from, you know, positive women out there that help you to be empowered. Can't not make you be empowered, but can help you, give you the tools and resources that you can use to be empowered. You know, just believe in yourself.
I love the story with you and your mentor. You say her name is Miss Dudley?
Clarissa Steedley,
Steedley,
my auntie.
Oh,
my auntie.
okay, your
She's
auntie.
my auntie. Yeah,
Okay.
she's my aunt. Yes.
All right.
I'm serious. She
Yeah.
is, y'all.
Yeah.
There are times on the phone I'm crying. I'm serious. I'm telling you, setting me straight about my thinking, the way I'm thinking, the way I'm processing. I mean, just everything.
That is awesome.
She is phenomenal.
That phenomenal. I know I was thinking about at one point too, somebody asked me, who were the people that pushed you along?
Right.
Because nobody gets where they are. I'm Miss Lone Ranger. I did
I
myself.
did myself.
But when I look back at it, I saw God strategically putting people here to make sure that I'm hitting this way, even though I wanted to go that way, and I'm gonna do it too. No, you know, neck rolling and everything. And so,
boss your moving on the neck. Is what we call it.
Exactly. And so, that's a blessing for us to first recognize who these people are. We probably shunned them because they were probably hovering like helicopters and everything. But when you look back at it, that was God.
Yes.
Because if she did not intervene and say what she said, I would have gone left instead of right. And if that person, he didn't act the way that he acted or said what he said to guide, then I would have gone backwards.
Yeah.
I would have gone backwards.
See,
so that is so very, very important. Even now when we feel like we've been hurt. Or this person hurt me and I can't embrace anybody. I can't trust anybody.
Right.
That's a bad that pain needs to be diminished. That pain needs to be removed. Yeah. Otherwise we're not going to be open when God says open. God opens a door. Yeah. He may actually open it through somebody, but we're going to miss it because we're worried about past situations.
Absolutely. And then for me, so my aunt was very instrumental because I lost my mom at a young age to breast cancer. Yeah. Okay. And so me and my younger brother had to go and live. I had older siblings that were out the house. So me and my younger brother had to go and live with my grandmother in the projects. And so that's why but like I said, from birth though, she was very instrumental. I always remember her being in my life. Always, you know, so. Yeah, she's phenomenal. I love you, Auntie Claire. I do. I'm serious. She is phenomenal.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Yes. Well, I am glad that you came to visit us today.
Yes, thank you for having me. Oh my God.
I'm like, it's the more like I said, I've embracing me and my
and you are beautiful too. I'm telling you.
I think it's June. It was June. So mine has been 6 months.
Oh, okay.
Compared to your 8 years.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm coming along nicely, but now I'm noticing all these beautifully bald women.
Bougie. Bald and bougie. Listen.
And so I'm like, Lord, wow, you have really done a really great thing. And we are really truly redefining beauty. Because back in the day, I would be shunned. Okay. What is wrong with you? Are you sick?
And that's what people think all the time. Don't know. I mean,
no, this is a choice.
It's a choice. It's by choice.
And I had to have you on because I'm like, yours was a choice. It wasn't some kind of extenuating circumstances. No. It wasn't any kind of illness. Vanessa, will define beauty for myself.
And I have.
All right.
I have. Yeah, boo.
Well, tell us again about where you're going to start your school.
So, school will be starting school year 2024, a journey to a better education Christian Academy, in San Antonio, Texas. So if you need a wonderful education for your babies, come on to San Antonio. Yes, so 2024, school year 2024. So I'm laying all the groundwork now. I can't do a lot over here, but I'm doing as much as I can so that when I get in the States 2023 to that, it'll be that whole year I'm boots on the ground, which is great.
Boots on the ground. San Antonio. So now y'all have heard everything.
San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio, Texas.
Journey.
This is a journey. She's been in education for 20-something years, teaching the babies.
30 years.
30 years.
27 for DAWs and 3 in public.
Okay, so you've heard it. Spirit-filled woman of God who knows how to teach your babies.
Yes.
The way they need to be taught. And she'll meet them right where they are.
That's right.
Thank you so much for
coming.
Thank you, boo.
Have a long day.
Thank you.
I know.
And thank you all. Thank you all for coming and tuning in for another leg of my journey.
Yes.
Another leg of our journey as I tried to bring these phenomenal women.
Hopefully she'll bring me back.
Yes. I would love to. Okay,
yeah, bring me back.
Y'all heard her. Okay, I'm bringing her back. And so like I said, there's so many monumentally beautiful women out there.
Yes.
So much for us so many people for us to glean from, and I'm gonna try to bring them all to you.
That's
just
great.
One at a time.
Awesome.
But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Jeannette Jones, and you have just witnessed another episode of Now You See Me, the show where we redefine beauty from the inside out.
Yes.
You have a blessed week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you're looking for a life coach, you can go to my website at www.transparencyconsulting.com. Be sure to fill out the contact information on the site, or you can go ahead and schedule your 15-minute complimentary session with me. Also available is the new ebook, Out of Line, Repositioning Your Walk with God. We must stop playing the victim.